music be the food of love, play on. The excess of it. Surfeiting the appetite may sicken and so die. That strain again. It had a dying fall. Came o'er my ears like the sweet sound that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Enough. No more. It's not so sweet now as it was before. O spirit of love! How quick and fresh art thou, that notwithstanding thy capacity receiveth as the sea, naught enters there of what validity and pitch soe'er, but falls into abatement and low price, even in a minute. So full of shapes is fancy that it alone is high fantastical.
Will you go hunt, my lord?
What, Curio?
The heart.
Why, so I do. The noblest that I have. Ah! When mine eyes did see Olivia first, methought she purged the air of pestilence. Oof! That instant was I turned into a hart, and my desires, like fell, cruel hounds ere since, pursue me. How now, what news from her?
So please, my lord, I might not be admitted, but from her handmaid do return this answer. The element itself, till 7 years' heat, shall not behold her face in ample view. For like a cloister she will veiled walk, and water once a day her chamber round. All this to season a brother's dead love, which she would keep fresh and lasting in her sad remembrance.
Oh, she that hath a heart of that fine frame, to pay this debt of love, but to a brother? Oh. How will she love?
Oh no.
When the rich golden shaft hath killed the flock of all affections else that live in her? Huh? When liver, brain, and heart, these sovereign thrones, are all supplied and filled her sweet perfections else with one self-king.
That's you.
Away before me to beds of flowers. Love thoughts lie rich when canopied with bowers.
What country, friend, is this?
This is Illyria, lady.
What should I do in Illyria? My brother, he is in Elysium. Perchance he is not drowned. What think you, sailor?
It is perchance that you yourself were saved.
My poor brother. And so perchance may he be.
True, madam. And to comfort you with chance, assure yourself that when our ship did split, when you and the poor number saved with you hung to our driving boat, I saw your brother, most provident in peril, bind himself to a strong mast that lived upon the sea, where, like Orion on the dolphin's back, he held acquaintance with the waves so far as I could see.
For saying so, there's gold. Mine own escape unfoldeth to my hope, where to thy speech serves for authority the like of him. Knowst thou this country?
I, madam, well, for I was bred and born not 3 hours' travel from this very place.
Who governs here?
A noble duke, and nature has a name.
What is his name?
Orsino.
Orsino. I have heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then.
And so is now, or was so very late, for but a month ago I travelled from hence, and it was fresh in murmur then. As you know, with the great dew, the less prattle of, that he did seek the love of fair Olivia.
What's she?
A virtuous maid, the daughter of a count who died some 12 months since, then leaving her in the protection of his son, her brother, who died shortly after, for whose dear love, they say, she hath abjured the company and sight of men.
Oh, that I served that lady, and might not be delivered to the world till I had made mine own occasion mellow what my estate is.
That'd be hard to compass. Because she will admit no kind of suit. No, not the Duke's.
I prithee, and I'll pay thee bounteously. Conceal me what I am, and be my aid, for such disguise as haply shall become the form of my intent. I'll serve this duke, Thou shalt present me as an eunuch to him. It may be worth thy pains, for I can sing, and speak to him in many sorts of music that may prove me very worth his service. What else may hap, to time I will commit. Only shape thou thy silence to my wit.
Be you his eunuch and your mute I'll be. When my tongue's blab, let my eyes not see.
I thank thee. Lead me on.
What a plague means my niece to take the death of her brother thus? I'm sure care is an enemy to life.
Sweet Sir Toby, you must come in earlier on night. My lady, your cousin, takes great exceptions to your ill hours.
Well, let her accept before accepted.
Aye, but you must confine yourself to the modest limits of order.
Fine. I'll confine myself no finer than I am. These clothes are good enough to drink in, so be these boots too, and they be not let them hang themselves in their own straps.
Aye, but that quaffing and drinking will undo you. I heard my lady speak of it yesterday, and of a foolish knight that you brought here to be her wooer?
Oh, Sir Andrew Ague Cheek.
Aye, he.
Why, he's as tall a man as any in Illyria.
What's that to the purpose?
He hath 3,000 ducats a year.
Aye, but he hath but a year in all these ducats. He's a very fool and a prodigal.
Aye, that you'll see so. He plays the viol to Gamboy, speaks 3 or 4 languages word for word without book, and hath all the good gifts of nature.
Well, he hath indeed almost natural, but for besides that, he's a fool. He's a great quarreler, but he has the alley of a gut. You know, that's the line. He has the gift of a coward. Now, I think that he hath in quarreling. It is thought among the prudent that he would quickly have the gift of a grave.
By this hand. There are scoundrels and subtractors that say so. Who are they?
They that add, moreover, he's drunk nightly in your company.
With drinking healths to my niece. I'll drink to her as long as there's passage in my throat and drink in Illyria. And he's a coward in the cotswold that will not drink to her till his brains turn o'er his toes like the parish top. What, wench, Castellano Vulgo? Here comes Sir Andrew Ague Quack.
Sir Toby Welch! How now, Sir Toby Welch!
Sweet Sir Andrew.
Oh, bless you, fair shrew.
And you too, sir.
Accost, Sir Andrew, accost.
What's that?
My niece's chambermaid.
Ah, well, good mistress Accost. I desire better acquaintance.
My name is Mariah.
Oh, Miss Mariah Accost.
Knight, you mistake. Accost is front her, board her, woo her, assail her.
By my troth, I would not undertake her in this company. Is that the meaning of accost?
Very well, gentlemen.
And let part so, would thou never mightst draw a sword again.
And you part so, mistress. Would I might never draw sword again. Dear lady, do you think you have fools in hand?
Well, I have not you by the hand.
Oh, marry you shall have. And here is my hand.
Ooh, now, sir, thought is free. But I pray you, bring your hand to the buttery bar and let it drink.
Wherefore, sweetheart? What's your metaphor?
It's dry, sir.
Well, I don't think so. I'm not such a fool, but I can keep my hand dry. But what's your jest?
It's a dry jest, sir.
Are you full of them?
Mary, I have it at all fingers' ends. Now, I let go your hand. I am barren. Tittle.
Oh, knight, thou likest a cup of canary. When did I see thee so put down?
Never in your life, I think. Unless you see canary put me down. I think I have no more wit than a Christian. Or an ordinary man. Yeah, but I'm a great eater of beef. I think it does harm to my wit.
No question.
When I thought that, I'd forswear it. I'll ride home tomorrow, Sir Toby.
Oh, pourquoi, dear knight?
What is pourquoi? Do or not do? I would I had bestowed that time in the tongues that I have in fencing, dancing, and bear baiting. Oh, had I but followed the art.
Yes. Then hadst thou had an excellent head of hair.
Why, would it have mended my hair?
Past Christian, for thou see it will not curl by nature.
But it becomes me well enough, does not it?
Oh, excellent, it hangs like flax on a distaff. And I hope to see a housewife take thee between her legs and spin it off.
Hey, I'll ride home tomorrow, Sir Toby. Your niece will not be seen. Or if she be, it's 4-to-1. She'll none of me. The Count himself, here, hard by, woos her.
She'll none of the Count. She'll not match above her degree in estate, years, or wit. I've heard her swear it. Tut! There's life in it, man.
I'll stay a month longer. I'm a fellow of the strangest mind in the world. You know, I delight in masks and revels, sometimes all together.
Art thou good at these kickshaws, knight?
As any man in Ilaria, whosoever he be, under the degree of my betters, and I will not compare with a man of experience.
What is thy excellence in a galliard?
Well, faith, I can cut a caper.
And I can cut the mutton to it.
And I think I have the back trick, simply as strong as any man in Ilaria.
Oh! Why, for are these things hid? Wherefore have these gifts a curtain before them, huh? Are they like to take dust like Mistress Maul's picture? Why dost thou not go to church in a galliard? And go home in a Coranto. My very walk should be a jig. I'd as soon make water as in a syncope. What dost thou mean? Is this a world to hide virtues in? I did think, by the excellent constitution of thy leg, that it was formed under the star of a galliard.
'Tis strong. It does indifferent well in a dun-colored stock. Shall we about some revel?
What shall we do else? Were we not born under Taurus?
Perez! That's sides and heart?
No, that's legs and thighs. Now let me see thee caper. Excellent. Higher. Excellent. Excellent, Sir Andrew.
If the Duke is to continue these favors towards you, Cesario, I am likely to think you are to be much advanced.
You either fear his humor or my negligence that you call in question the continuance of his love. Is he inconstant, sir, in his favors?
No, believe me.
Why, thank you. Here comes the Count.
We saw Cesario. Oh,
On your attendance, my lord, here.
Stand you aloof a while. Cesario, thou knowest no less but all. I have unclasped to thee the book even of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gate to her. Be not denied access. Stand at her doors and tell them, there thy fixed foot shall grow, till thou have audience.
My noble lord, if she be so abandoned to her sorrow as it is spoken, she never will admit me.
Then leap all civil bounds rather than make unprofited return.
Say I do speak with her, my lord. What then?
Oh, then, unfold to her the passion of my soul. Surprise her with discourse of my dear faith. Will become thee well to act my woes. She will attend it better in thy youth than in an annuncio of a more grave aspect.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it. For they shall yet belie thy happy years that say thou art a man. Diana's lip is not more smooth than Rubius. And thy small pipe is as the maiden's organ, shrill and sound. All is semblant of a woman's part. No, I know. Thy constellation is right apt for this affair. Some 4 or 5 attend him, all if you will. I myself am best when least in company. prosper well in this, and thou shalt live as freely as thy lord to call his fortune thine.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. Yet a barful strife, where I woo, myself would be his wife.
Nay, either tell me where thou hast been, or I will not open my lips so wide as to burst on my hand and waive thy excuse. My lady will hang thee for thy absence.
Let her hang me! He that is well hanged in this world needs to fear no colors.
Make that good.
He shall see none to fear.
A good Lenten answer, but I can tell you where that saying was born of. I fear no colors.
Where, good Mistress Mary?
In the wars, that you may be so bold to use them in your foolery.
Well, God give them wisdom that have it, and those that are fools let them use their talents.
Yet, you will be hanged for being so long absent, or turned away. Is that not as good a hanging for you?
Many a good hanging prevents a bad marriage. And, as for turning away, let summer bear it out.
You are resolute then,
Not so, neither. But I am resolved on 2 points.
that if one break the other hold, and if both your Gaskins fall.
Apt! In good faith. Very apt. Well, go thy way. If Sir Toby would leave drinking, thou wert as witty a piece of his flesh as any's in Illyria.
Peace, you rogue. No more of that, for here comes my lady. Make thy excuse wisely, 'cause you were pissed!
Wit, and it be thy will, put me into good fooling. Those wits that think they have thee do very oft prove fools, and I, that am sure I lack thee, may pass for a wise man. For what says Quinopolis? Better a witty fool than a foolish wit. God bless thee, lady!
Take the fool away.
Do you not hear, fellows? Take away the lady!
Go to, you're a dry fool, I'll no more of you. Besides, you grow dishonest.
2 faults, Madonna, that drink and good counsel will amend. Forgive the dry fool drink, then is the fool not dry. Bid the dishonest man mend himself. If he mend, he is no longer dishonest. If he cannot, let the botcher mend him. Anything that's mended is but patched. Virtue that transgresses is but patched with sin, and sin that amends is but patched with virtue. If that this simple syllogism will serve, so. If it will not, what remedy? As there's no true cuckold but calamity, so beauty's a flower. The lady bade take away the fool. Therefore I say again, take her away.
Sir, I bade them take away you.
Misprison in the highest degree. Lady, caculus non facit monicum. That's as much to say as I wear not motley in my brain. Good Madonna, give me leave to prove you a fool.
Can you do it?
Dexterously, good Madonna.
Make your proof.
Good Madonna, why mournest thou?
Good fool for my brother's death.
I think his soul is in hell, Madonna.
I know his soul is in heaven, fool.
The more fool, Madonna, to mourn your brother's soul being in heaven. Take away the fool, gentlemen.
What think you of this fool, Malvolio? Doth he not mend?
Yes, and shall do till the pangs of death shake him. Infirmity that decays the wise doth ever make the better fool.
Well, God send you, sir, a speedy infirmity, for the better increasing your folly. Sir Toby will be sworn that I am no fox, but he will not pass his word for 2 pence that you are no fool.
How say you to that, Malvolio?
I marvel your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal. I saw him put down the other day with an ordinary fool that has no more brain than a stone. Look you now, he's out of his guard already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to him, he is gagged. I protest, I take these wise men that crow so at these set kind of fools, no better than the fool's zany.
Malvolio, you are sick of self-love. You taste with a distempered appetite. To be generous and guiltless and of free disposition is to take those things for bird bolts that you deem cannon bullets. There's no slander in an allowed fool, though he do nothing but rail, nor no railing in a known discreet man, though he do nothing but reprove.
Now Mercury endue thee with leasing, for thou speakest well of fools.
Madam, there is at the gate a young gentleman much desires to speak to you.
From the Count Orsino, is it?
I know not, madam, 'tis a fair young gentleman and well attended.
Who of my people hold him in delay?
Sir Toby, your kinsman.
Oh, fetch him off, I pray you. He speaks nothing but madman. Fie on him. Go you, Malvolio. If it be a suit from the Count, tell him I'm sick or sleeping or not at home. What you will to dismiss it.
Now you see, sir, how your fooling grows old and people dislike it.
But thou hast spoke for us, Madonna, as if thy eldest son should be a fool. Whose skull Jove cram with brains, for here he comes. One of thy kin has a most weak pia matter.
By mine honor, half drunk. What is he at the gate, cousin?
Gentlemen!
A gentleman? What gentleman?
Gentlemen, plague on these pickled herrings. Oh, are now soft.
Good Sir Toby!
Cousin, how came you so early by this lethargy?
Lechery! I defy lechery. There's one at the gate.
Aye, Mary, what is he?
Well, let him be the devil for all I care. Give me faith, I say. Lechery.
What is a drunken man like, fool?
Like a fool, a madman, and a drowned man. One draft above heat makes him a fool, the second mads him, and a third drowns him.
Well, go thou and seek the crowner and have him sit on my cousin, for he is in the 3rd degree of drunk, he is drowned. Go look after him.
He is but mad yet, Madonna. And the fool shall look to the madman.
Madam, yon young gentleman swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sick. He takes on him to understand so much and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep. He seems to have a foreknowledge of that too, and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said to him, lady? He's fortified against any denial.
Tell him he shall not speak with me.
Has been told so. And he says he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post and be the supporter to a bench, but he'll speak with you.
What kind of a man is he?
I of mankind.
What manner of man?
A very ill manner. He'll speak with you, will you know.
Of what personage and years is he?
Not yet old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy, as a squash is before 'tis a peas cod, or codling when 'tis almost an apple. 'Tis with him in standing water, between boy and man. He is very well favored and speaks very shrewishly. One would think his mother's milk were scarce out of him.
Let him approach. Call in my gentlewoman.
Gentlewoman! My lady calls.
I, throw my veil over my face.
It's very.
Will once more hear Orsino's embassy.
The honorable lady of the house. Which is she?
Speak to me, I shall answer for her, your will.
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. Oh, I prithee tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her, and I'd be loath to cast away my speech, for besides that it's excellently well penned, I've taken great pains to con it. Just let me sustain no scorn. I'm very compatible even to the least sinister usage.
Whence came you, sir?
I can say little more than I have studied, and that question's out of my part. Good gentleman, give me modest assurance if you be the lady of the house, that I may proceed in my speech.
Are you a comedian?
No, my profound heart, and yet by the very fangs of malice, I swear I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house?
If I do not usurp myself, I am.
Most certain. If you are she, you do usurp yourself. For what is yours to bestow is not yours to reserve. But this is from my commission. I will on with my speech in your praise, and then show you the heart of my message.
I bid you get to what's important in it. I forgive you the praise.
Alas, I took great pains to study it, and 'tis poetical.
It is the more like to be feigned. I pray you keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gates, but I allowed your approach rather to wonder at you than to hear you. If you be not mad, be gone. If you have reason, be brief. 'Tis not that time of moon with me to make one, and so skipping a dialogue.
Will you hoist sail, sir? Here lies your way.
No! Oh, good father! I am to hold here a little longer, some mollification for your giant sweet lady!
Tell me you are mine.
I am a messenger.
Well, surely you have some hideous matter to deliver. And the purpose of it is so fearful. Speak your office.
It alone concerns your ear. I bring no overture, reward, no taxation of homage. I hold the olive in my hand. My words are as full of peace as matter.
Yet you began rudely. What are you? What would you?
The rudeness that hath appeared in me have I learned from my entertainment. What I am and what I would are as secret as maidenhead. To your ears, divinity. To any other's, profanation.
Give us the place alone, Mariah. We will hear this divinity.
Well, fetch it.
Now, sir, what is your text?
Most sweet lady.
A most comfortable doctrine, much may be made of it. Where lies your text?
In Orsino's bosom.
His bosom? In what chapter of his bosom?
To answer by the method, in the very first of his heart.
I have read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say?
Good madam, let me see your face.
My face? Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? Sir, you are now out of your text. But we will draw the curtain and show the picture. Look you, sir. Such a one I was this present. Is it not well done?
Excellently done, if God did all.
'Tis in grain, sir. 'Twill endure wind and weather.
God, 'tis beauty truly blent, 'tis red and white nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive, if you will lead these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy.
Sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out diverse schedules of my beauty. It shall be inventoried, every particle and utensil labeled to my will, as item 2 lips, indifferent red, item 2 gray eyes with the lids to them, item 1 chin, 1 neck, and so forth. Were you not sent hither to praise me?
I see what you are. You are too proud. But if you were the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you. Oh, such love should be but recompense, though you were crowned the nonpareil of beauty.
How does he love me?
With adorations, fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire.
Your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him. Though I suppose him virtuous. I know him noble, a great estate, and a fresh and stainless youth. In voices, he's well divulged, free, learned, and valiant, and in the shape of nature and dimensions, a very gracious person. And yet I cannot love him. He might have taken his answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's flame, with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial I would find no sense. I would not understand
Why?
it.
What would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul within the house. Write loyal cantons of condemned love, and sing them loud, e'en in the dead of night. Halloo your name to the reverberate hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air. Cry out, Olivia! Oh, you should not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me.
You might do much.
Yeah,
What is your parentage?
above my fortunes. Yet my state is well. I am a gentleman.
Well, get you to your lord. I cannot love him, let him send no more. Unless perchance you were to come again tomorrow, just to tell me how he takes it. Thank you. I thank thee for thy pains. Here, spend this for me.
I am no fee boast, lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Love, make his heart of flint that you shall love. Let your fervor, like my master's, be placed in contempt. Farewell, fair cruelty.
What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my state as well. I am a gentleman. I will be sworn thou art. Thy tongue, thy face, thy actions, limbs, and spirit do give thee fivefold blazon. Not too fast. Soft, soft. Unless the master were the man. How now, even so quickly may one catch this plague? Methinks I feel this youth's perfections with a subtle and invisible stealth to creep in at mine eyes. Well, let it be. What ho, Malvolio!
Here, madam, at your service.
Malvolio, run after that same peevish messenger, the county's man. He left this ring behind him, would I or no. Tell him I'll none of it. Desire him not to flatter with his lord or uphold him with hopes. I am not for him. If that youth will come this way again tomorrow, I will give him reasons for it. Hie thee, Malvolio.
Madam, I will.
I know not what, and fear to find mine eyes too great a flatterer for my mind. Fates show thy force. Ourselves we do not owe, but what is decreed must be, and be this so.
Will you stay no longer? Nor will you not that I go with you?
By your patience, no! My stars shine darkly over me. The malignancy of my fate might perhaps distemper yours. Therefore I shall crave of your leave that I may bear my evils alone. It were a bad recompense of your love to lay any of my evils upon you.
Let me yet know of you, whither you are bound.
No, sooth, sir, my voyage is mere extravagancy. But I perceive in you so excellent a touch of modesty that you will not extort from me what I am willing to keep in. Therefore, it charges me in manners a letter to express myself. My name is Sebastian, which I called Rodrigo. My father is that Sebastian of Messline, whom I know you have heard of. He left behind him myself and a sister, both born in an hour, and would the heavens had been so pleased, we both have ended, but you, sir, altered that. For within an hour that you saved me from the breach of the sea was my sister drowned.
Oh, alas the day.
A lady, sir, though it was said she much resembled me, was of many accounted as beautiful. Though I could not with such estimable wonder over far believe that I will boldly publish her, she bore a mind that envy would recall fair. She is drowned already, sir. Well, salt water, though, I seem to drown remembrance once again.
Pardon me, sir, your bad entertainment.
Good Antonio, forgive me your trouble.
If you will not murder me for my love, let me be your servant.
If you will not undo what you have done, that is, kill him whom you have recovered, then desire it not. Fare thee well. My bosom is full of kindness, and I am yet so near the manners of my mother that upon the least occasion, mourn mine eyes will tell tales of me. I am bound to the Count Orsino's court. Fare thee well.
The gentleness of all the gods go with thee. I have many enemies in Orsino's court, else would I very shortly see thee there. But come what may, I do adore thee so, that danger shall seem sport, and I will go.
Were not you even now with the Countess Olivia?
Even now, sir, on a moderate pace, I've since arrived but hither.
She returned this ring to you, sir, and you might have saved me my pains to have taken it away yourself. She adds, moreover, that you should put your lord into a desperate assurance she will none of him. And one thing more, that you be never so hardy to come again in his service, unless it be to report your lord's taking of this. Receive it so.
She took the ring of me? I'll none of it.
Come, sir, you peevishly threw it to her, and her will is it should be so returned. If it be worth stooping for, there it lies in your eye. If not, be it his that finds it.
I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside have not charmed her. She made good view of me. Indeed, so much that methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak in starts distractedly. She loves me, sure. The cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger. None of my lord's ring. Why, he sent her none. I am the man. If it be so as 'tis, poor lady, she were better love a dream. Disguise, I see thou art a wickedness wherein the pregnant enemy does much. How easy is it for the proper false in women's waxen hearts to set their forms? Alas, our frailty is the cause, not we. For such as we are made of, such we be. How will this badge? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him, and she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love, as I am woman. Now, alas, the day. What thriftless sighs shall poor Olivia breathe? Oh, time! Thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie.
Approach, Sir Andrew. Not to be a bed after midnight is to be up to times. And Lucio surgery, thou knowest that.
I don't know. But I do know. Is it late? Is it late?
A false conclusion. I hate it as an unfilled can. To be up after midnight and to go to bed then is early. So that to go to bed after midnight is to go to bed betimes. Now, does not our life consist of the four elements?
In faith, they do say so, but I think rather it consists of eating and drinking.
Thou art a scholar. Therefore, let us eat and drink. Mariah, stube of wine.
Here comes the fool in faith.
How now, my huts? Did you ever see the picture of we three?
Welcome, ass. Now let's have a catch.
The fool has an excellent breast. I had rather than 40 shillings, I had such a leg and so sweet a breath to sing as the fool has. Oh, in sooth, thou wast in very gracious fooling last night when thou spokest of hygrogrammatus passing the equinautical of Quinnipiac. It was very good and very nice. I sent thee sixpence for the Lehman. Hast it?
Hide it impedicus thy gratulity. For Malvolio's nose is no whipstock. My lady has a white hand, and Myrmidon's no bottle ale house.
Excellent. This is the best food when all is done. Well, now a song.
Yes, here's a sixpence, boy.
Yeah,
Here's a song.
Here's a testral me too. When one night gives.
Would you have a love song or a song of good life?
Love song, love song.
I care not for good life.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, stand here, your true love's a coming, that can sing both high and low. Trip no further, pretty sweeting, journeys end in lovers' meeting. Every wise man's son doth know.
Excellent, good and faith.
Good.
What is love, 'tis not hereafter. Present mirth hath present laughter. What's to come is still unsure. In delay there lies no plenty. Then come kiss me, sweet and 20. Youth such stuff will not endure.
Contagious breath.
Oh, very sweet and contagious.
To hear with the nose is dulcet in contagion. Now, shall we make the welkin dance? Shall we rouse the night owl with a catch and draw 3 souls out of 1 weaver? Shall we do that?
And you love me, let's do it. I am a dog and a catch.
Aye, sir, and some dogs will catch well.
Almost certain. Oh, let our catch be thou knave.
Hold thy peace, thou knave knight. I shall be constrained in it to call thee knave knight.
It will not be the first time I've constrained one to call me knave. It begins. Hold thy peace.
I shall never begin if I hold my peace.
Excellent. Oh, come begin full.
Hold thy peace, hold thy peace.
Hold thy peace, hold thy peace. Thou knave, thou knave. Hold thy peace, thou knave. Hold thy peace, thou knave. Hold thy peace.
What a catalog you keep here! If my lady has that caliber, she will know you! If it is turning around doors, never trust me!
Oh! My ladies of Catan, we are politicians. Malvolio's and Peggy Ramsey, and Jolly Melby we. Am I not consanguineous? Am I not of her blood? Tell it out, lady. There dwelt a man in Babylon. Lady.
Beshrew me! The knight's an admirable fooling.
He does well enough if he be disposed. So do I too. He does it with a better grace. Well, I do it more natural.
Oh, the 12th day of December.
My masters, are you mad or what are you? Have you no wit, manners, nor honesty, but to gabble like tinkers at this time of night? Did he make an alehouse of my lady's house that you squeak out your cozier's catches without any mitigation or remorse of voice? Is there no respect of persons, place, nor time in you?
We did keep time, sir, in our catches. Sneak up.
Sir Toby, I must be round with you. My lady bade me tell you that, though she harbors you as her kinsman, she's nothing allied to your disorders. If you can separate yourself and your misdemeanors, you are welcome to the house. If not, and it please you to take your leave of her, she is very willing to bid you farewell.
Farewell, I must be gone. Farewell, I must be gone.
His eyes do show, his days are almost done.
Is it even so?
But I said never die.
So Toby, they lie.
Share, I bid him go.
What have you done?
Share, I bid him go and spare. No.
Oh, no. You dare no.
I do say you lie. Aren't any more than Dost thou think, because thou art virtuous, there shall be no more cakes and ale?
Yes! By Satan! And ginger shall be hot in the mouth too!
Thou'rt in the right. Go, rub your chain with crumbs. Stupid wine, Mariah.
Mistress Mary, if you prized my lady's favor at anything more than contempt, you would not give means for this uncivil rule. She shall know of it by this hand.
Go shake your ears, sweetie.
Oh, it were as good as to drink when a man's hungry. To challenge him to field, then break promise with him, and make a fool of him.
Do it, knight. I'll write thee a challenge, or I'll deliver thy indignation by word of mouth.
Sweet Sir Toby, be patient for tonight. Since the youth of the Count was today with my lady, she has been much out of quiet. And for Monsieur Malvolio, let me alone with him. If I do not gull him into a neighbor to make him a common recreation, do not think that I have wit enough to lie straight in my bed! I know I can do it.
Tell us something of him.
Mary, sometimes he is kind of a Puritan.
Ah, and I thought that I'd beat him like a dog.
What, for being a Puritan? What is thy exquisite reason, dear knight?
Oh, I've no exquisite reason. But reason good enough.
Well, the devil Puritan that he is, anything constantly, but a time pleaser, an affectioned ass that can't state without book and utters it by great swarths, the best persuaded of himself, so crammed, sweetie, as he thinks with excellencies, that it is in his grounds of faith that all that look on him love him. And it is in this vice that my plan will find notable cause to work.
What wilt thou do?
I will drop in his way some obscure epistles of love, wherein by the color of his beard, the shape of his leg, the manner of his gait, the expression of his eye, forehead, and complexion, he will find himself most feelingly personated. I can write very like my lady, your niece. On a forgotten matter, we can hardly make distinctions between our hands.
A smelly device.
Yeah, I have it in my nose too.
He will think, by the letters that thou dost drop, that they come from my niece, and that she's in love with him.
My purpose is indeed a horse of that color.
And your horse now would make him an ass.
As I doubt not.
It will be admirable.
Sport royal, I warrant you. Now, boys, to bed. And dream of the event. Farewell.
Good night, Penthesilea.
For me, she's a good wench.
She's a beagle, true bred, and one that adores me. What of that?
I was adored once too.
Come, knight, let's to bed. I need send for more money.
Oh, if I cannot recover your niece, I am a foul way out.
Send for more money, knight. If you have her not in the end, call me cut.
When I do not, never believe me, take it how thou wilt.
Yeah, come on. I'll burn some sack. It's too late to go to bed now. Come, knight. Come, knight.
Give me some music! Good morrow, friends. Now, good Cesario, that song, that piece of song, that old and antique song we had last night, I thought it did much to relieve my passion, more than the light airs and recollected terms of this most brisk and giddy pay stage. Come, but one verse.
Oh, he is not here, so please your lordship that should sing it.
Who was it?
Feste the jester, my lord, a fool the Lady Olivia's father took much delight in. He is about the house.
Fetch him out. Play the tune the while. Come hither, boy. If ever thou shalt love, in the sweet pangs of it, remember me. Such as I am, all true lovers are, unstayed and skittish in all motions else, save in the constant image, the creature that is beloved. How dost thou like this tune?
It gives a very echo to the seat where love is throned.
Thou speakest masterly. My life upon it. Young though thou art, thine eye hath stayed upon some favor that it loves, hath it not, boy?
A little, by your favor.
What kind of woman is
Of
it?
your complexion.
She is not worth thee, then. What year is Faith?
About your years, my lord.
Too old, by heaven. Let the woman still take an elder than herself. So wears she to him, so sways she level in her husband's heart. Poor boy. However we do praise ourselves, our fancies are more giddy and unfirm, more longing, wavering, sooner lost and born than women's are.
I think it well, my lord.
Let thy love be younger than thyself, for thy affection cannot hold the vent. For women are as roses, whose fair flower, being once displayed, doth fall that very hour.
So they are. Alas, that they are so. To die, and when they to perfection grow.
Oh, fellow, come. That song we had last night. Mark it, Cesario. It is old and plain. The spinsters and the knitters and the sun and the free maids that weave their thread with bones used to chant it. It is silly sooth, and dallies with the innocence of love, like the old age.
Are you ready, sir?
I prithee sing.
Come away, death, and in sad cypress let me be laid. Fly away, breath. I am slain by a fair, cruel maid. My shroud of white stuck all with you. Oh, prepare it. My part of death, no one so true did share it. Not a flower sweet, on my black coffin let there be strown. Not a friend greet my poor corpse where my bones shall be thrown. 1,000 sighs to say, lay me over. Sad true lover, never find my grave to weep in.
There's for thy pains.
No pain, sir. I take pleasure in singing, sir.
I pay thy pleasure then.
Truly, sir. And pleasure will be paid one time or another.
Give me now leave to leave thee.
May the melancholy gods protect thee. Fare thee well.
All the rest give place. Once more, Cesario. Get you to yon same sovereign beauty. Tell her, my soul, more noble than the world, prizes not quantities of dirty land. The parts that fortune hath bestowed upon her, tell her I hold as giddily as fortune. But 'tis that miracle and queen of gems nature pranks her in, attracts my soul.
But if she cannot love you, sir?
I cannot be answered so.
Sooth, but you must. Say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your love as great a pang of heart as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her, you tell her so. Must she not then be answered?
There is no woman's sides can bide the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart. No woman's heart so big to hold so much. They lack retention. Alas, their love may be called appetite. No motion of the liver, but of the palate, that suffers surfeit, cloyment, revolt, but mine is all as hungry as the sea and can digest as much. No, make no compare. Of that love a woman can bear me, and that I owe Olivia.
Aye, but I know
what dost thou know?
Too well what love women to men may owe. In faith they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter, loved a man as it might be. Perhaps were I a woman, I should, your lordship.
What's her history?
A blank, my lord. She never told her love, but let concealment, like a worm i' the bud, feed on her damask cheek. She pined in thought, and with a green and yellow melancholy, she sat like Patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was not this love indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but indeed our shows are more than will. For still we prove much in our vows, but little in our love.
But died thy sister of her love, boy?
I'm all the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too, and yet I know not. Starshella to this lady.
Aye, there's the theme. Give her this jewel. Say, my love can give no place. Bide no delay.
Come thy ways, Senor Fabian!
Hey, I'll come! If I lose a scruple of this sport, let me be boiled to death with melancholy.
Wouldst thou not be glad to have this niggardly, rascally sheep-biter come to some notable shame?
Hey, man, I would exult. You know, he brought me out to favor with me lady over a bear baiting here.
Well, to anger him, we'll have the bear again. And we'll fool him black and blue, shall we not, Sir Andrew?
And we do not, 'tis pity of our lives.
Oh, here comes the little devil. How now, my metal of India?
Get ye all three into the box tree. Now Volio is coming down this walk. He has been yonder in the sun, practicing behavior to his own shadow. Observe him for the love of mockery, for I know that this letter will make a contemplative idiot of him. Quick, lie thou there in the name of jesting, for here comes the trout that must be caught with tickling.
'Tis but fortune. all is fortune. Mariah told me once she did affect me, and I have heard herself come thus near that should she fancy, it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What should I think on it?
Here's an overweening rogue!
Oh, peace! Contemplation makes a rare turkey cock of him. How he jets under his advanced plumes.
Slat, it could so beat the rogue.
Peace.
To be Count Malvolio.
Rogue!
Pistol him! Pistol him!
Peace!
There is example for it. The Lady of the Strachey married the yeoman of the wardrobe.
Fie on him, Jezebel!
Peace!
Now he's deeply in. How his imagination blurs him.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state,
Oh, for a stone bow to hit him in the eye!
calling my officers about me in my branched velvet gown, having come from a daybed where I have left Olivia sleeping.
Fire and brimstone!
Peace!
And then to have the humor of state, and after a demure travel of regard, telling them I know my place as I would they should do theirs, to ask for my kinsman Toby.
Bolts and shackles!
Peace!
No!
7 of my people, with an obedient start, make out for him. I frown the while, and perchance wind my watch or play with my some rich jewel. Toby approaches, courtesies there to me.
Oh, shall this fellow live?
Or our silence be drawn from us with cars, yet peace!
I extend my hand to him thus, quenching my familiar smile with an austere regard of control.
And then does not Toby fetch you a blow to the lips then?
Saying, Cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast me upon your knees, give me this prerogative of speech.
Oh, what?
You must amend your drunkenness.
Old scab!
Nay, patience, or we break the very sinews of our plot.
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight.
That's me, I warrant you.
One Sir Andrew.
I knew it was I, for many do call me fool.
What employment have we here?
Now is the woodcock near the gin.
Oh, peace. And the spirit of humors intimate reading aloud to him.
By my life, this is my lady's hand. These are her very C's, her U's, her T's, and thus makes she her great P's. It is, in contempt of question, her hand.
Her C's, her U's, her T's? Why that?
To the unknown beloved, this and my good wishes, her very phrases. By your leave, wax. The impressor, her Lucrece, with which she uses to seal. 'Tis my lady. To whom should this be?
Aye, this wins him liver and all.
Jove knows I love, but who? Lips do not move. No man must know. No man must know. What follows? The number's altered. No man must know. If this should be thee, Malvolio,
Marry hang thee, Brock!
I may command where I adore, but silence, like Lucrece knife, with bloodless stroke my heart doth gore. M-O-A-I doth sway my life.
A fustian riddle.
Excellent wench, say I.
M-O-A-I doth sway my life. Nay. But first, let me see.
What dish of poison has she dressed him?
And with what wing the Staniel checks at it.
I may command where I adore. Why, she may command me. I serve her. She is my lady. or this is evident to any formal capacity. There's no obstruction in this. And that alphabetical position, what should that portend? If I could make that resemble something in me, look, it's soft, and moe.
I give it up. He's on a cold set now.
Soucher will cry upon it, though it be as rank as a fox.
M. Malvolio, M. Why, that begins my name.
Did not I say he'd work it out? The cur is excellent at faults.
Oh, M. Oh, but then there's no consonancy in the sequel. This suffers under probation. A should follow. O does.
And O should end, I hope.
Aye. Or I'll cudgel him till he cries, oh!
And then I comes behind.
Aye, and if you had eyes behind you, you'd see more detraction at your heels than fortunes before you.
Voila! This simulation is not as the former. And yet, to crush this a little, it would bow to me, for every one of these letters are in my name! Oh, but soft. Oh, here follows prose. If this fall into thy hand, revolve. In my stars I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Thy fates opened their hands, let thy blood and spirit embrace them, and to inure thyself to what thou art like to be, cast thy humble slough and appear fresh. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants, let thy tongue tang arguments of state. Put thyself into the trick of singularity. She thus advises thee that sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings? And wish to see thee ever cross-gartered? I say, remember. Go to. Thou art made if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still, a fellow of servants, and not worthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell, she that would alter services with thee, the fortunate unhappy. Daylight and champagne discovers not more. This is open. I will be proud. I will read politic authors. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will wash off gross acquaintance. I will be point devise the very man. I do not now fool myself, to let imagination jade me, for every reason excites to this, that my lady loves me. She did commend my yellow stockings of late, and praise my leg being cross-gartered. And in this she manifests herself to my love, and with a kind of injunction drives me to these habits of her liking. I thank my stars. I am happy. I will be strange, stout, in yellow stockings and cross-garter, even with the swiftness of putting on. Jove and my stars be praised! Oh, here's yet a postscript. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertainest my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well. Therefore, in my presence still smile, dear my sweet, I prithee. Jove, I thank thee. I will smile. I will do everything thou wilt have me.
I will not give my part in this sport for a pension of thousands paid from the Sultan.
I would marry the wench for this device, and ask for no other dowry than such another jest.
Nor I neither.
Aye, and here comes me noble gull-catcher.
Oh, wilt thou set thy foot upon my neck?
Mine either.
Shall I play my freedom at tray tips and become thy bond
In
slave?
faith or I either.
Thou hast put him in such a dream that when the image of it leaves him, he must run mad.
Nay, but say true, does it work upon him?
Like aquavit with a midwife.
Oh, well, if you then wish to see the fruits of our sport, mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings, a color she abhors. Hey, go, garter, a fashion she detests. And he will smile upon her, which will now be so unsuitable to her disposition, being as addicted to a melancholy as she is, that it cannot but turn him into a notable contempt. If you wish to see it, follow me.
Oh, to the gates of Tartar, thou most wonderful devil of a wit.
I'll make love to you.